It's Astral, back with a new series, because it seems to be impossible for me to keep a one-track mind. This one is a custom modded Minecraft playthrough. I have been getting really into modded Minecraft recently, and I was like, hey, there's a couple mods that I like, and I just kind of want to play around with them. And I figured, why not make it into a YouTube series? I've decided on the name AquariCraft because I like how it sounds. It doesn't have anything to do with like aquatic anything. It's just cool sounding, honestly. We're gonna be putting it to biomes aplenty. The seed will be 8675309. Why not? Yeah, let's hop into the world. Alright, after most of the loading into the world jitters, we have entered the world. Now, since I really like my tinkers, I have installed a mod called Tinker's Iguana Tweaks, which will make the beginning pretty slow. But first of all, we've got to find somewhere to settle, and I think over here looks good. But I'm gonna go chop down this tree first, probably make a... Oh, no, boats suck in this version. Oh yeah, you may notice in the thumbnail, I have probably put something that says Season 1, like AquariCraft Season 1. That is, at this point at least, purely filler for just the second line of the like Minecraft title stuff, because it just didn't look right without a second line. I don't currently have any plans for a second season or anything, but I would love to do one if, honestly, not even if this gets popular. If I finish this series and just want to play more Minecraft and edit more videos, which I probably will at some point. I am gathering some sheep. Nope. I'm gathering some wool from sheep because I need a bed. Alright, I have changed where I think I want to settle for now. It's quite cozy. It's in a nifty little forest here. Our next prerogative is to get flint. Yeah, so Iguana Tweaks makes the beginning of the game way slower and completely reliant on tinkers. In fact, I cannot make any vanilla-styled recipes for anything, even like modded recipes will not work. So I have to rely completely on tinkers for the beginning of the game, which would be pretty normal. That's about how I would play the game anyway, if it weren't for some admittedly extremely weird restrictions that I heavily considered turning off, which is you can only make flint tools. Like, that has to be your first set of tools. I'm gonna make a waypoint here. This will not be home forever because I really want to build a bigger base And also not one that's just a couple things up against a wall. But wait, no. So let's create a couple patterns. And of course, I don't know what I'm trying to make here. First order of business. Get myself a friggin' crafting station. Of course. Let me chop down another tree. We want that, I think. Yep, part builder. Hello there. Materials in U Volume 2 and Tinker's Weaponry. Part builder. Then we want a tool station, which I'm pretty sure is made like this. There we go. Made like that. What's the other one I need? A pattern... What is it called? Pattern table? Well, after searching, turns out I'm just a doofus, and you make it like that. I'm sure you could hear that disappointed sigh. Let's see. Let's take a little nap. Set spawn point and everything. Not that I'm too far away from spawn. And make our flint. We need more flint. I went and grabbed one more gravel, which I'm sure was very exhilarating, and you're very sad I skipped that for you. So we have one for a pickaxe, one for a shovel, and two for a mattock. The reason why I'm making a shovel and a mattock is because a mattock only works on dirt and clay, and we need gravel and sand as well for tinkers. Just so weird to me that they did it like that, but I didn't make the pack, so hi there. Also, I will chop down that tree once I get the mattock. I'm just lazy. Tool rod? Tool binding, pickaxe, shovel, and axe. Perfect amount of stuff. Alright. So we need one flint pickaxe head. We need two flint shovel heads. And we need one flint axe head. We need one wooden binding. I think... yeah, we need 3 wooden tool rods. Then, put that there, well, put all 3 of those there, actually. Get a flint pickaxe, flint shovel, and, of course, a flint mattock. Now this is much faster. And then our next order of business is actually to make an entire smeltery now. And you're never gonna guess the reason. The choice reason is that we can only start mining iron with a copper pickaxe, so we need to create an entire smeltery for the copper pickaxe. And it's not like we weren't already gonna make a smeltery, but it's just such a weird leap to me. I don't quite know how to explain it. If you're wondering how we're gonna get lava into the smeltery, first of all, good shout. Second of all, clay buckets, which is just an absolutely delightful thing. Added in by Iguana Tinker Tweaks. But yeah, now I need to... actually, I'll gather some cobble and cook some food first, because hunger in this version is devastating. What is that. Aluminum gravel ore. Oh yeah, we also need aluminum, so I might as well grab this. Also, another lovely thing, if you're wondering how we're going to be mining copper when this has a mining level of stone, get ready for this. We have to level it up. This is a lovely, lovely pack, I must tell you. I'm probably gonna do a couple calculations because I am an absolute nerd. And like myself, some ratios. I'm sure you'll be surprised to learn that Factorio is probably one of my top 4 favorite games. Top 4 favorite games all being tied because I am an indecisive little... Yeah, basically just calculating how much we need for grout and everything. Although, before that, I will engage in some deforestation and make myself some charcoal and then cook myself some food. Preferably pork chops or steak. Also, making chests seems like a good idea. Alright, so I just spent an insignificant, a not insignificant, rather, amount of time doing completely unnecessary math. Turns out we need 21 clay blocks, a stack and 20 of gravel, and a stack of 22 of sand, the extra 2 sand being for... something, I can't remember, no. The extra being for the seared tanks. Tanks plural, because I like having my smeltery be symmetrical, because I'm a nerd. Is that? No. So, I guess I shall get to gathering. And I'm gonna be gathering more than the quote-unquote needed amount of gravel, because holy crap, I'm not gonna make it on just one durability bar. I very much do need to invest in repairing my tools. Ooh. I still hate cave noises. Wow. Gravel gathering goes fast, apparently. Yeah, so we're almost done with gravel gathering. And again, I shall gather some more. Then the stack and 20 that we need for reparations reasons. And I'll probably just keep talking until then, because it's not like it's going to take too long. Over here, we have a bit of clay. Not too much. Definitely not enough. And we're also going to be gathering more clay, because we need it for, like, 12 other different things. You see why all this math was unnecessary? I just did it to pass the time, I guess? I have no idea. Let's see, that's 9 out of, what was it, 21? That's a good repository for sand. Ooh, so is this, honestly. Like, I'm glad I settled near here, because it has a lot of what I need, namely gravel and clay. Everything else is honestly pretty easy to scout out. Yep, we're almost there with clay. I'm just going to harvest this patch as well, and then I'll probably skip the sand harvesting because I don't have anything else to say. Alright, it is a new day in the craft, and I have gathered all we need for grout and everything. You may have noticed this earlier. This is just for bulk smelting because I don't like waiting. So let's take this out and then split it into a nice old 8. Anything left over we'll put in here. And then we combine all of this. Does it have this weird thing? No, that's super nice. Alright. Grout. Alright, let me clean out my inventory a bit. I did gather extra sand as well, which is like the one thing I didn't need to gather extra of, and I think I was just on autopilot when I did that. That'd be why. Aluminum gravel ore can go in here. If you're wondering why I need aluminum, it is for aluminum brass. It is for aluminum brass, which allows me to cast items, or I don't know, what's it called? Components of stuff. So, like, ingots, nuggets, and all of this. Not all of it. There's a couple things like the bowstring and maybe... I don't know. There's a couple things that can only be made out of string. But, I don't know. That doesn't quite matter yet. So now, when bulk smelting like this, my favorite thing to do is clear out my inventory. I can probably put this in here, under the potato seeds. We'll get into that in a later episode. We go like this, and lay it all out in the 8s. Then, now here's a tricky part. What's it? I want to be as efficient as I can with the charcoal. More for my sanity than anything. It's just sanity, vanity, whatever you want to call it. Since each charcoal smelts 5 items... 5? Since each charcoal smelts 8 items... it'll not waste any charcoal. And yeah, so also a big thing, especially in older mod packs, is there are so many duplicates of an ore. Like here's forestry's copper, and then over here is thermal foundation's copper, and then like somewhere over there you can probably find Tinker's Construct copper. Luckily I have this thing called Unedict, which means that if we search for copper, it will all smelt down into, seems like, thermal foundations ingots. Even if we go with coppers, it grinds down to thermals, pulverized copper, and smelts into thermals copper ingot. Super nice. Alright, so I guess I shall, well, for one, I shall put the sand... What is happening? In the furnace to smelt that up, then collect all of this. Hilariously, I didn't calculate the amount of seared bricks I need, which I guess is 18 plus 9, so 27. That's handy. So, the beginner smeltery I like to make is like this. Yeah, pretty much just like that, and then you put your everything else here, your everything else. Your other 27 bricks to complete the structure. And oh, wow! Oh, yeah, duh, I calculated it out. And then we check here, all 18 slots. It's fired up and everything, and now fire this clay bucket. Probably sleep while we're at it. Oh, there's a lava pool over here. Hold on. I don't have to venture far from home. That's actually super duper nice. Copper as well. And we put that here. And then the bucket gets consumed because, you know, lava and clay don't mix well. But now... Oh, you want to know something funny? Since this can't mine copper yet, I'm gonna have to level it up, and you know how you level it up? You level it up by mining. And once it is leveled up, I will get back to you. Hey, look at what just happened. It is now mining level copper. So now, our prerogative is to gather as much copper and as much aluminum as possible. Although, I haven't found any more aluminum in this small little quarry that I've found. That I've mined out, rather. So, let's grab the aluminum gravel ore. And let's put as much copper as we can in there as well. And let's make some sacrificial patterns. Ta-da. And then we put these back here. And these can only be used to make casts, so it doesn't really matter that they are sacrificial. It's not likely it would have been otherwise useful. And now we switch it to the copper. And then we create the casts. Alright. So there we have it. The copper guys. Now, very nicely, this is pretty much the main reason I wanted to download Iguana Tinker Tweaks. The relatively newer Tinker's feature of replacing individual parts instead of just making an entire new tool is extremely nice, and I wanted it, and I was considering using it just for that and nothing else. But it turns out I quite like this relatively slow start. So I had to gather more gravel because everything has to be in tip-top shape to replace the parts. But when you do replace the parts, it's pretty easy. It's just Pretty literal drag and drop. Okay, I can only do it one at a time. I forgot to make another shovel head, so let's do that real quick. Now we have a copper everything. But it's still at the mining level of copper, so I need to level it up again to get iron mining level, and then I can actually mine everything down here. And I think that may be our goal for today, getting iron tools. Nah. Yeah, there we go. So now I can mine like this. Nope. I think what I actually want to get going today, before I end off the episode, is AquariCraft, which is one of my favorite mods of all time. I don't know how many mods I've said that about in this video, but I mean, that's kind of the point of this mod pack, just a compilation of some of my favorite mods. And I'll probably do most of the mining off camera. At the very least, I will do it in a different session than one where I'm just, like, I'm in content creation mode. Because there's the classic stigma of, oh yeah, wait, +1 diamond, what? Durability plus 500. Jesus, alright. Glad I did that. Yeah, I'll probably do some of the mining in a separate session. I'll probably just do, like, grinding sessions and recording sessions separately, and probably intersplice them together. Next episode, next recording session, I should say, I want to get, like, an actual base built up with a roof over my head and everything. Just a little starter hut. But for now, let's smelt some glass. Oh, I had sand. Oh well. I'm gonna go search for a couple pieces of iron. Alright, so I've gotten 3 iron ore. Luckily, since ore doubling exists with the smeltery, yet another reason to grab it. Build it as quick as possible. I have 8 ingots, and I put a brick in the smeltery. You may have seen that. Not the smeltery, the furnace, and that is to make an ingot cast. Although I just realized I'm gonna need more than 6 ingots because frickin' this takes iron bars, which takes... Alright, I've gone on a bit of a surface caving adventure. And got some iron. Really quickly, let's make sure that it doesn't alloy with anything we have. Alright, so let's melt this down. Let's get the aluminum brass at the bottom. Let's grab our brick and create an ingot cast. And just like I thought, fun fact, you could put just random crap in here. It's it won't smelt, and it won't even show up, but this can be extremely inefficient storage if you really want it to be. Let's get our basics though. Melon, seeds. We do not have any pumpkin seeds, so I'm gonna go around lawn mowing until we get a pumpkin seed. Oh yeah, there we go. All right, all we need is 1. Yeah, so we have everything we need for that. All right, let's get our tool set. working up. I did not mean to do that. You can go back in here. I want molten iron on the bottom. May need to get some more lava soon. Not too hard. It's just right over there. Right over there, rather. We also need an agricultural journal. Now we just need a lot of seeds, which we have. But we also need a book and quill, which means... yeah, okay. We need a feather, a book, and some black dye. I thought it was just a book. Boink, boink. Ooh, some raw calamari. Raw. I personally don't like calamari anyway, but I'd definitely not eat it raw. Actually, I think calamari is eaten raw. Huh. I think a chicken is guaranteed to drop a feather. If not... we have multiple. Okay, it is not guaranteed to drop a feather. Good knowledge. I'm not used to the pre-1.9 combat. I prefer post-1.9 combat. Or I guess I prefer 1.9 combat because it is less spammy and more strategy-based. I don't know. It's an apparently hot take, but I never much cared for arguing about it. I understand where each side comes from. All right, we're so back, and this time we have, I think, everything we need to start our AquariCraft adventure. We have this. I didn't get... seriously? Now we can make the book and quill. And now, pretty easily, can make the crop sticks. Put the book and quill there. Surround it with seeds, and then we have an agricultural journal, which is our first step. You go here, here, and here. You go here. You go here, and you go there, right? Nope. You go there. Yay! Now, I don't really see a good place for this currently, so I guess we're just gonna start it over here. What is going on outside my door? Was gonna go. Alright, so we make our gardening trowel. We make our magnifying glass, which I have never made before. We make our iron hand rake. Specifically. And we make our clipper. And we go very handily. What do you want from me? Clipper. Alright, and now we have all our implements at current moment for this stage, except a bucket. So now what we do is we clear this out just a bit, so we have 4 spaces on each side, just to maximize the area we can plant in. We kill everything. Of course, we put our agricultural journal in here, and then we mass analyze some seeds. And I know these will all be 111, but it's just nice to have them analyzed. Let's make ourselves some sticks. So first, you know what? Let's just get some... let's get all of our stuff growing. And then, I think that'll be a good place to end off our video. Melon, pumpkin, carrot. I shouldn't have made all of these extraneous crop sticks for that reason, but now we have quite the quaint little base. Next time we'll be delving deeper into AquariCraft and making a little base for ourselves. I feel like we have made some pretty good progress today. I really enjoyed doing this. If enough people want the mod pack, I'll upload it to CurseForge or whatever. I'll be surprised if this video passes like 50 views and 1 comment. So speaking of, if you have watched all the way here, first of all, thank you so much. Second of all, leave some feedback. Either through the like and dislike system. I do still see dislikes and they don't hurt my feelings. Through the comments, constructive criticism is always welcome, and I have a feeling I need quite a bit. If you liked it, if you feel like you want to subscribe, then please do. It's always fun to see number go up, and if you're curious to see if this series will ever get another episode, make sure to ring that bell. No, but do what you think is deserved for this video and this channel. If you want, check out other videos. And, well, I hope to see you again.